Hey, welcome back to another episode of Megan and Mo.
I'm Megan.
I'm Megan and Half. I'm
He's
Mo.
Mo.
And if this is your first time watching our video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is our other channel that where we have real conversations, real adult conversation, me and her.
No, baby, get up, please. Get up.
I know we haven't. She's sitting on the grass.
I know, but I don't know if there's anything there.
There's nothing there.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Come, Noe.
Anyway, no, let her
Sit over
be.
there at the bench.
It's gonna go off.
Oh, all right.
So.
Okay, go sit on the chair.
Like I said, I know we haven't posted a video in a few months, but that's because we've been so focused on our other channel,
Yep.
which is
3 Crazies and a Lady.
and so now we feel like it's a good time to get back to it. Okay. Anyway, without further ado, today's topic is: are you willing to risk it all for 1 or 2 minutes of?
That sounds so disgusting.
That's the sound you make when you bust a nut. Anyway, are you willing to throw it all away for that? And what I mean by that is because between us men, like right when I'm at work and things like that, we have these conversations, right, about women. I mean, you can know how it is. That conversation always happens, right? About this one is this, right? But then the conversation stops because one person will ask the question, wait, would you do it? Like if you had a shot to sleep with another girl, another woman, whatever, why
But would you?
Why in the risk of, the question get asked, would you, For me specifically, every time I hear that question, the things I always say, the first, I said 2 words at first. It's always
Your hand is like all up in my face.
Sorry, when I vlog, I usually use my hand.
I'm somebody important, so
Anyway.
I need to be seen.
Anyway, so the first thing.
Thank you.
The first 2 words I always say is hell no, right? And then I follow that up with,
It should be hell no at year 10 in our relationship, but hell yeah, I'll think about it at year 3.
No, stupid.
Why?
Can we?
We should go back down memory lane for
No.
y'all. Go ahead. All right.
Nothing happened memory lane.
Not to you.
Not okay. I said
But
something
to me.
happened. To me, something happened.
Exactly.
You said no too. So
Exactly.
okay,
But,
whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You see?
so I always follow it up with
You got fat and greasy, and you realize I'm not going nowhere.
Me?
It's like, yeah.
Me? Fat and greasy?
Because you got fat and greasy, so you realize that
I'm not
you're not
greasy.
going nowhere, and I'm not going nowhere. So now it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. Of course not.
What
When
does
he
that
was
have to
all
do with
slim
anything?
and wearing European-style cigarette pants, he was ready to risk it all.
What? Okay, first of all, there's nothing. There's no risk. There's nothing that you're risking when you're in year 1. That's what you're talking about. There's not really. There's nothing that you're risking. There isn't. When you build a foundation, then there's something. Yes. Huh? There's nothing that you're risking.
Go ahead.
But now she messed up my whole thought of what I was gonna say.
All right, so there's nothing you're risking in year 10 of the relationship, or at this point in the relationship. Bring it back. I want to talk about year 10.
No, let me finish my thought. You're messing my stuff up.
Go ahead. At this point in time in the relationship, he felt like there's nothing to be risked by going ahead and going after.
That's not what I said.
What?
That's not what
Never
I
mind.
said.
All right, go ahead.
That's
do your-
not what I said.
ahead, do it on your
said, you have your take. Let me have my take.
All right.
That's
go
not what I
ahead.
said. I said.
Yep. There's the risk right there.
I said.
Thank you. He
you
got
think
slapped
I
and I got a kiss and a lick.
Do you think at this point in my life, I'm willing to risk all the work that I put in building my foundation, right? Because I kind of.
Rod and Jackie, you got?
I don't know, because that's what I call my family, right? The one that I helped build. That's my foundation. That's a lot of work went in there, And so, am I willing to risk all of that work for
A
because
couple of seconds of pleasure.
a couple of seconds, and I don't mean the sexual act, right? Because you can have sex for 20, 30 minutes, whatever, however long you last, right? But when you release, it's only for like a few seconds, right? The release part is only
unless you continue the relationship on a continuous basis.
No, yeah, but I'm talking about like the first
The
time.
one time.
The one time,
Uh-huh.
yeah. I'm talking about the one time. So no, I mean we have 4 kids. You know what I mean? Like, do I want to put myself in a position where I'm like, hey Megan, yeah, so I'm gonna have the kids this weekend? Nobody want to do that. Like it's. I mean, this, like I said, there's a lot
he's
of
forgetting all that happens before then. Hey Megan, I gotta work overtime. We're working real late tonight.
Huh?
Don't put dinner on the table.
What?
You're forgetting that's not the very first time it stopped. That's not the very first time that you have to make that phone call. The very first time you make the phone call is when you're hiding the fact that you're doing it.
Well, no,
then
well,
it would lead to eventually, once I discover it, now, hey, maybe
well, yeah.
I get the kids this
Well,
weekend.
yeah. So the work put in is 2 parts. There's the work that we put in to build a foundation, right? To build a family, a structure, and all that stuff, right? Now, do you realize the work you have to put in to hide your extracurricular activity? Like, it's so much work because, you know, the woman that you're doing with or the man that you're doing with, she knows, you know, like there's a control issue at one point there where they know, okay,
keeping
you want
them in
it.
check.
Yeah, so I mean, and then she's gonna have she's gonna start taking issue with your wife. Yes. Where's the phone? Oh, you give it
I
to
have it
me.
right here.
Okay. You know. So yeah, so that the work is 2-4. Yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah. So the amount of work that goes into hiding it and you know, and pretending and then, okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go here, you know, and making excuses out of your busy schedule, running a family and
then
working.
coming home and dealing with the nagging and the